Are you looking for the best smartwatches? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best smartwatches on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Samsung Galaxy Watch 5. Samsung's Galaxy Watch 5 and Watch 5 Pro, 7 out of 10, Wired recommends, are easily the best smartwatches for anyone using an Android phone, especially if you have a Samsung. They match the Apple Watch's accuracy in several health and fitness metrics, from SpO2, sleep, and heart rate tracking to electrocardiogram measurements, though the latter is exclusive to Samsung phones. The Watch 5 Pro is larger and therefore has a battery that lasts roughly 2 full days, whereas the Watch 5 lasts around a day and a morning. The Pro also adds GPS, meaning you can easily download hiking routes to the watch. They have sapphire crystals protecting the screen, but the Watch 5 Pro's crystal is even more durable, and it has a stronger titanium case versus the standard Watch 5's aluminum. They're comfy to wear, look attractive, and boast slick interfaces, though you still won't find nearly as many apps on the Wear OS Google Play Store as in the Apple App Store. Still, you can respond to notifications, rely on these devices for turn-by-turn navigation in Google Maps, and ask Google Assistant anything rivaling the Apple Watch in utility. At number 2. Apple Series 8. The Apple Watch is the best smartwatch money can buy. It has the best operating system, watchOS, which is slick, with plenty of apps to help reduce the number of times you need to pull out your phone. The Series 8, August 10th, Wired recommends, doesn't introduce a ton of new changes over the Series 7, but most notable is a skin temperature sensor that's helpful for period tracking and crash detection, which ensures the watch will contact emergency responders if you're unresponsive in a car accident. As usual, the health features are robust. There's a sensor to measure oxygen saturation in the blood, SpO2, helpful for athletes training at altitude or anyone with an underlying health condition, as well as an FDA-cleared electrocardiogram sensor. Unfortunately, battery life is still mediocre. You'll need to charge it the following morning after tracking your sleep. That said, watchOS 9 adds a new low-power mode that extends the battery life to 2 full days while sacrificing features such as the always-on display or workout auto-start. Our Best Apple Watch Guide has more details, and check out our Apple Watch Accessories Guide for extras. At number 3. Garmin Vívomove Sport. Who says Garmins have to be hulking, sporty-looking watches? The Vívomove Sport comes in a few fun colors and looks like a normal watch except for the tiny display on the lower half of the face. You can tap and swipe across this touchscreen to start tracking workouts, see notifications, and look at your calendar entries. Just because it looks snazzy doesn't mean it lacks the fitness tracking chops that Garmin is known for. You can track your heart rate, blood oxygen, respiration, and sleep, and this data can be synced to Garmin's Connect app. That also means the watch can gauge your body battery, which speculates how much energy you might have for the day based on a range of data collected by the sensors. It'll last around 3 to 5 days doing all of this. The downside? There's no onboard GPS, so you'll have to bring your phone with you if you want to track your running routes. For more fitness-focused watches, read our Best Garmin Watches and Best Fitness Trackers guides. At number 4. Withings ScanWatch. Withings ScanWatch, August 10th, Wired recommends, has nearly all the same functions as Garmin's Vívomove Sport, heart rate and sleep tracking, basic notifications, but it goes further with its FDA clearance for the blood oxygen and electrocardiogram measurements. The latter can be helpful to detect atrial fibrillation and irregular heartbeats, though you should always consult your physician if you're concerned about the results. This minimalist watch can go a whole month between charges. Who doesn't love that? The face is covered by sapphire glass, and the case is stainless steel, so it's durable and feels well built. What gives away its smart sensibilities is the OLED subdial, which is also one of the ScanWatch's biggest downsides. This screen is tiny. You'll be reading texts like the news ticker in Times Square, York. It's better for quickly glancing at the date and your heart rate and step count. At number 5. Apple Watch Ultra. Frequently escaping to the hills every weekend? If you want to bring an Apple Watch and don't mind the distracting pings, the Series 8 with Apple's new low-power mode can extend the battery life through the weekend. However, if your activities often take you to remote areas in rough terrain, then it might be smart to pony up for the very expensive, uber durable, and gigantic Apple Watch Ultra. 8 out of 10, Wired recommends. A bigger watch means a bigger battery. It regularly lasted us close to 2 full days, and it can go for 60 hours with low power mode turned on. It's made of more durable titanium, and the case rises up to protect the edges of the display, which is also covered with scratch-resistant sapphire crystal. There's even a guard around the digital crown and the side button on the right side. The Ultra has better mics to pick up your voice, an 86 decibel siren to alert your position to anyone nearby, and a more precise GPS to better track your hikes, plus help you find your way back with the new backtrack feature. The screen gets twice as bright as the Series 8 and it can survive twice the depth, 100 meters. There's even a spare customizable button on the left side, which you can use to trigger a custom workout. At number 6. Google Pixel Watch. Ever since Google started getting serious about making its own hardware when the first Pixel phone arrived in 2016, we've seen rumors about a Pixel Watch, powered by Google's Wear OS operating system. Well, it's finally here. It's a round watch with a very smooth and sleek-looking case, arguably one of the prettiest full-featured smartwatches I've ever seen. There's a tactile crown, recycled stainless steel in the frame, and swappable bands that are, unfortunately, proprietary, a very Apple-like move. There's deep integration with Google-owned Fitbit, along with a slew of unsurprising health and fitness features, such as continuous heart rate monitoring, an electrocardiogram, and sleep tracking. You'll need to subscribe to Fitbit Premium to access all the health features. The big catch? Unlike many Wear OS smartwatches that support iPhones, the Pixel Watch will only work with Android phones. There's a cellular model you can snag for $399. We'll be testing the Pixel Watch and we'll add more details soon.